Hello, this is Adensum with the clan Heavenly Knights, and I'm here to do a tutorial series on DC Universe. And we're going to start with some of the basics. In the top, I'm just going to explain the HUD real quick. In the top left corner, right next to my name, you will see what's called role. And role is very important in the game. I'll get into more details here in a little bit. Right now I'm in damage role, which is represented by the flame. Right underneath my name is my HP. Underneath that is my MP. And just below that you see an orange bar. That's my power bar. The more damage you do, the more power you get. And I'll go into detail about the power bar too. Now, just to the right of my level, you'll see a little skull. Right now I'm in the PvP server, so I'm always in PvP mode. At the top right, you'll see the mini-map. If you look over there, I'm heading towards a mission, which is represented by an exclamation mark. And if I go over here, you'll see that this is where vendors are. And another player. Over here is wanted poster. Those are for dailies, which get into that later. Now I'm in a group, as I stated earlier, with Casey Leppy, which is represented by the name just above the chat window. And as you see, I have the my abilities in the toolbar. Now you'll notice one of the abilities has a little charger, circular bar around it. What that is how much power I need to use that ability, which is about half of the bar you see in the top left corner. So essentially, if I fill the bar up in the top left corner by damaging enemies all the way up, I can use that ability twice. Now, as I stated earlier, I have a roll set to damage. I'll go ahead and get into that right after I talk about the menu. This is the inventory, which is where you can see all your items. Now I use a Xbox 360 controller, which I personally prefer, but if not, you can just use your keyboard and mouse to click on things. Stats. Now if you want to know what a certain stat does, just click on stats and click on one of the stats. It'll actually give you a pretty good description as to what everything is. Same with currency. Marks of Triumph are mainly for raid armor. I'll get into that in more detail later as well in a different video. My inventory is pretty full. I actually have a legendary membership. You probably won't have nearly as much inventory space or cash space, just for future reference. Free-to-play players only get 1,000 cash, and premium players get 1,500. Or I'm sorry, the free-to-play players get 1,500. Premium players get 2,000. Everything else above that goes into essentially a bank account. Now next is styles. You can change your style. You can collect styles from anywhere from vendors on the watchtower, if you're a hero, to basic street level kind of styles, you know, like t-shirt, jeans, jumpsuits, you know, that kind of thing. Enemies drop styles. I have a variety here. Basically you click on anything, it'll bring a drop down menu. You can have several set. Now you can, if you like a certain style but you don't want to get rid of the, basically you have a better item but it doesn't fit your style, you can actually pick a style, lock it into place so that when you equip a new item, it won't take it over. So let me give you an example here. See if I even have any items. Okay. I hate to say it, I may not have any items. Oh, here we are. Okay. Say I want to equip this, but I like how my boots look right now. If I equipped it, you'll notice my boots didn't change at all. The reason that is because I got it locked. Now, let's go to Style and unlock my boots slot. Feet. Let me use the D-pad here. Unlock. Then I hit save, which actually it's not even part of a save function. So now I'll equip the boots. And my boots changed. The reason they changed is because I did not lock the style in place. So you notice that even if I change back to these other boots, they're totally different than what I was wearing too. Reason being is because I had those specifically locked. So let me go ahead and go back. Now let me go back down to feet. Just basically reset. I got North Pole. I didn't even look at this. You can even go barefoot if you want. There we go. Then I lock it. So now I can equip whatever item I want and still keep the style that I have set up. Very handy to know that. Journal is pretty simple. Click over here to sort it however you want. Basically how it works is if you see these red looking two guys butting heads, and it says arena, that basically is a player versus player mission. Anything that says alert is basically an instance that is part of the on duty menu, which I'll get into that in a moment as well. If we go down, you see stuff that has nothing next to it. It's basically just missions for the most part. Nothing really in particular. I mean, it's pretty basic standard stuff. We go to traits. This is the bulk of the game right here. You got power, skills, and loadout. Now this is where I'll talk about your role. In my case, I have two roles. Everyone has the damage role, and then the other role for some people are healers, tanks. In mine, I'm a controller. I'm a control freak. Powers, telekinesis, illusion, iconic powers. Now powers, you do have a limited amount. You will get, by level 30, you will have 15 points of power. You can put them into one of the three. In my case, I didn't put anything in illusion because I wanted to go pure telekinesis and some iconic powers. Skills, you will get beyond level 30. You will get one for every level, and even some for doing a certain amount of feats. So for me, I'm a brawler, so I got everything there pretty much. And then since I had to go beyond that, I went with dual wield. So me personally, I'm never going to use a dual wield weapon. So I just do that. I go into the second weapons skill tree just to get the innate, or I guess a better word would be passive abilities. So, you know, up my stats. And flight, there's some things in flight that come in real handy, especially these masteries like recover X amount of power. Power is your MP, by the way. I know it probably sounds confusing because I referred to power earlier as that bar up in the top left corner just below the MP. I actually don't know what they call that in this, to be honest. It's weird.